and you're listening to a podcast, the Eli Castro Show. I am Eli Castro.
And I'm Emelín Ramos.
Okay, so let's get down to it.
All right.
Puerto Rico did not win the World Baseball Classic.
No, we didn't.
Now notice how I phrased it. We did not win.
Right.
So, because, we don't lose.
No.
We just don't win sometimes.
Exactly.
Okay, that's how proud we are. We just don't win. So Puerto Rico was undefeated.
Yes.
Which makes no sense. We lose one game and we lose the whole thing. Meanwhile, USA loses, 15 times.
How many games did they lose?
A bunch of times. But they win the last game y lo ganan todo.
So unfair.
So typical Puerto Rican will find ways to find an excuse. No, entonces it's a conspiracy. Mm-hmm. But you know what? We reached the finals the last 2 times of the World Baseball Classic. So there's something there.
Very proud of that.
And, lo Boricua, they gave us a lot, man. That team gave us a lot to be proud of, right? How many moments did we have to cheer?
Oh, my God. Too many moments to even count.
Right?
So many great moments that they gave us.
We had the no-look tag.
Oh, that was the best one.
Which they still, show.
Yeah.
And they should show, by the way, to all the kids learning how to play. Mm-hmm. How to play with flair. The Netherlands game.
Yes.
How crazy was that?
When Molina got out the guy at first base.
And the contra el grande el gigante, el monstruo when Diaz struck him out.
Yeah, that was intense.
And just so many wonderful moments. How many times did we scream?
Oh, when Javi stole third base and he was like, I'm in. I got it.
Check it, review it, importa, review it. We had so many moments, and for that, I'm grateful. No me importa. Que el último juego no lo ganamos, ¿qué importa? You know what? But they gave us so many moments to yell and scream, and right? My neighbors downstairs, they must hate us.
I don't think they liked us.
They must hate us. Cállate la boca ya. Which of course, brings us to siempre hay alguien que, is just not going to get it.
No.
Right? You've heard of Ian Kinsler,
mm-hmm.
who plays for the American team. And he said, of course, que no le gustaba the way we play.
And how is it that we play?
Too emotional.
Oh, my God. I can't believe he would say that. This is a sport. It's all about emotion. You want kids to play with emotion. You want to give it your all.
No, but here's the thing. It's a game. It's a game that we've played since we were little. So he said this, quote, I hope kids watching the WBC can watch the way we play the game and appreciate the way we play the game as opposed to the way Puerto Rico plays or the Dominican plays. That's not taking anything away from them. That just wasn't the way we were raised. They were raised differently, and to show emotion and passion when you play. We do show emotion, we do show passion, but we just do it in a different way. ¿Qué eso?
I don't get it. What? So we can't play music? So we can't celebrate? So we can't show our flag?
We can't have fun when you play a game?
He just doesn't understand what it feels like to be proud of a country that you came from. To hold up your flag and be like, this is where I came from. This is my music. These are my people.
Preach, sister.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Americans don't get it.
Whoa. He started getting a little angry.
I don't want to get political.
No, you did. I think you did. But here's the confusing part. We are part American.
Yeah.
But when you have events like that, and when you got people speaking out like that, it just, for some reason, it draws this divisiveness that shouldn't exist. Just because I'm proud to be Puerto Rican, and we bring, music and trumpets and drums, and we celebrate every out, doesn't mean that we're anti anything. Mm-hmm. It just means that we're just Puerto Rican.
And we're proud.
Don't differentiate us. Don't make us seem like we're doing things so differently, almost like differently bad.
Right.
It's just the way we are. We celebrate. Like when we celebrate Christmas, we don't just celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, Sangano, like everybody else. We start in like October. Okay?
And we finish in
March,
yeah.
Okay?
Basically.
Just because todavía falta comida y hay que comerse esa comida. Right? So we're not just going to eat the food. We're going to, sing a couple of songs.
And we're not the only ones, because the Japanese know how to party too.
Oh my God.
There was a group of Japanese fans with trumpets and music. Come on, it's not just the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Japanese people are crazy.
No, they have no pride. He has no pride.
And they got no rhythm either, but they were playing like crazy. But that's what I love. And everybody said the same thing. Baseball during the World Baseball Classic all of a sudden became entertaining. Like football is and like basketball is. Baseball's losing a lot of its popularity because it's so dead, because it's so boring. Let me tell you something. There's nothing like a nap on a Saturday afternoon with a baseball game in the background. There really isn't. It's an amazing nap. I like to sleep usually from like the 4th inning to like the 7th. And then that you wake up and then, okay, the bullpen's going on. Here we go. The game's almost over. But then finally you get to see baseball with passion and flair. And there are people que no le gusta eso.
I know. I mean, look at what it's done to our kids. It's made our kids love baseball again. It's brought out their enthusiasm for Team
Rubio.
Yeah, Team Rubio all the way.
There are a lot of kids in Puerto Rico with bleached, blonde hair que they might as well start playing baseball now porque, they're not going to play basketball con ese pelo. This is how ignorant we are. And by the way, I used to criticize a lot of people that had no idea like where Puerto Rico was. That used to really offend me. I was talking to this, I was in a conference one time and this girl spoke up and she was like, oh, Puerto Rico, that's, is that an island in the Caribbean or is that part of the Virgin Islands? Or she had no idea.
No idea.
And I was so offended. I'm like, oh, you don't know what Puerto Rico is. You know what I mean? Like, right? To us, it's like.
How dare you?
That's a continent, isn't it? Isn't Puerto Rico a continent?
Of course.
And then we were watching Puerto Rico against the Netherlands this past week. And all their players were dark skinned.
Yes.
But you know what I mean, right?
They were black.
They were not. Okay, they were black players. Okay, is that? We live in these times, right? Okay.
I know.
Am I saying the right word? Okay, they were not white.
Right.
And then we were thinking, right, with Netherlands, isn't that where like really white people live?
Isn't that in Europe somewhere?
See, and then I was like, oh my God, we have no idea where the Netherlands are. Because first of all, Netherlands is plural.
Right.
So we're educated people. So we know that the S must mean that there's more than one Netherlands.
More than one place,
There's more than one Netherlands. Okay, so there's multiple Netherlands. And then we thought, well, that's like white. That must be like I was guessing Northern Europe.
Yeah.
Just because that sounds right. Bien lejos, bien para allá, bien allá afuera.
That sounds far.
Right? Like if I ever said, Mommy, Papi, I'm going to go vacation in the Netherlands, they'd be like, why? So we actually had to go and look it up.
We did. I Googled it.
What did you find?
That they're Caribbean islands.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That the Netherlands, I guess, includes islands in the Caribbean.
That they're known as the Dutch Caribbean.
The Dutch Caribbean. Mira eso, how convenient. Okay, so they stick the black people down in the Caribbean and then ellos cogen para allá para Europa. So what islands in the Caribbean are included in the Netherlands?
Aruba.
See, I don't even know where Aruba is.
I've always wanted to go to Aruba.
I thought Aruba was in Mexico.
No, even I knew that.
You did?
Yeah.
Aruba sounds Mexican, doesn't it?
No.
Aruba.
No.
Órale. That doesn't sound Mexican?
No, it's arriba.
Well, that's close. Okay.
Curacao.
That sounds like it's in Venezuela.
Yeah.
It is in Venezuela.
No, it's in the Caribbean.
See, Curacao, I would have thought it was like a city. The capital of Venezuela is Curacao.
No. Caribbean island. If
that was a trivia question, I'd be like, that's correct. Really? Curacao is not the capital of Venezuela? The geography was definitely not my strong suit.
And a lot of the players were from Curacao because they had Curacao little badges on their uniform.
Okay, so they were like more Curacao than Dutch.
Yes.
I'm sure the Dutch people didn't like that. So Curacao has its own flag?
I'm assuming it does.
Okay, what other islands belong to the Netherlands?
I think this is San Martin.
St. Martin is part of the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Wow. See, I thought that was part of the Virgin Islands. Okay, so answer this for me, since we're learning about geography. What are the Virgin Islands?
I have no idea what the Virgin Islands are.
If your life depended on it, and they said, name all the Virgin Islands, could you do that?
No.
Name one. Could you do that?
No.
I would guess. Okay, here we go. So you can test me on this.
The U.S.
While
Virgin
you look
Islands.
it up. While you look it up, right.
Okay.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's the U.S. Virgin Islands. There's a British Virgin Islands too? That sounds familiar.
I think Cayman, the Cayman Islands are the British Virgin
I think
Islands.
we are so ignorant right now that a lawyer and a doctor are showing the world how little we know about the world.
Mira, okay. Yeah.
So here's my guess. So what do you have there before I'm going to guess it first? First, tell me how many there are, and I will tell you their names.
Okay.
How many?
3.
3? The fácil. Okay. The 3 American Virgin Islands are St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Why are you shocked that I knew one? St. Croix.
Come on, you know this. Yeah.
Okay, está bien, espérate. St. Thomas, St. Croix, and rayo. Hold on. I'm gonna hate myself that I don't know the third one, right?
Mm-hmm.
St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. Lucas.
Ooh, close.
Really?
St. John.
I totally made that up. I had no idea. Never heard of St. John. St. John is an island?
Yeah.
With people in it?
Yes. So it says that the U.S. Virgin Islands consists of the main islands of St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas, and many other surrounding minor islands.
Wait, whoa. There are other minor islands?
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
But they're so minor they don't have names?
No, they don't. They're just like little territories of the
Pero people
the big
live in
ones.
them.
Yeah.
Well, how would you like to be a resident on one of those little islands?
Can you imagine?
Okay, you know St. Thomas? Not that one. You know St. Croix? Not that one. You know St. John? Not that one. I live like off of una isla off of St. John.
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo se llama? It's just una isla. They don't have a name.
No, it just says minor little islands.
I live in a minor little island off of Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Because they're smaller, aren't they? Or are they the same size as Puerto Rico?
No, they're much smaller. I think they're smaller.
They're small. What do you mean? You're looking it up.
No, I'm looking up the British Virgin Island ones.
They're smaller than Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is, you can barely see it. You have to amplify it just to see it on a map. And they're smaller than that?
I know, yeah.
Well, if you don't get a name, that must mean that's no se ve. So why name you?
That's sad. You don't even get a name.
Why name you? Nadie puede ver. Nadie te puede ver. I guess if you can't be seen on a map, you don't get a name. Oh, you got the British Virgin Islands?
Yes.
Okay. First, tell me how many there are.
4.
Ay, rayo. 4. Would I recognize any of them?
No.
No. Are they in English?
I think. I'm not even sure.
Okay. All right. So I have Saint. Is it a saint?
No saints in this one.
Oh, my God. Then how can they be virgin? All right. What are they? What are the 4 British Virgin Islands?
Oh, my God. I'm going to kill this. Virgin Gorda?
Hold on.
I know I'm saying this wrong.
Virgin Gorda.
Gorda.
But there you go. There's the answer to the first British Virgin Island. Gorda. Okay.
Tortola.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hay mucha tortuga.
Just Van Dyke.
What? Just Van Dyke?
Yeah.
Just Van Dyke.
Yeah, something like that.
Joust. No lo cambie.
Joust.
Ahora lo está diciendo Joust.
I told you I was going to... Okay. Voy a matarle estos nombres.
What's the 4th one?
Anegada. I know I'm saying all these wrong.
Anaconda.
No. Anegada.
Anegada sounds like a cousin that you have in Puerto Rico que nadie le habla.
Dito.
Ay, nadie le habla a Anegada. Es que Anegada es tan negativa.
Tan antipática.
Ay, bien antipática. Mira Anegada ahí. And you know que Anegada tiene cara. Ay, esta gente siempre molestando. And she probably talks like that too. Anegada. Mm-hmm. Anegada, cambia esa cara. Cambia esa cara, Anegada.
And it also says there are 50 other smaller islands and cays.
Out of here. Mm-hmm. 50. Wait, hold on. Are we still in the same Caribbean vicinity of Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
50 smaller islands around the British Virgin Islands, in addition to the smaller islands around the American Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
So those it must look like a bunch of pecas, like freckles. Like I didn't even know the Caribbean had that many islands.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No. Apparently there's a lot of little islands that we have to go visit.
And they're populated.
I think so, yeah.
It's not like they have wild monkeys and nada de esas cosas así.
I don't know.
Because Puerto Rico has smaller islands.
Yeah.
Like
Isla de la Mona.
Isla de la Mona,
mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, there's that myth, right? That's where they had the experiments with monkeys.
Uh-huh.
Then they escaped, and then they ruled the island. Did you know that?
No, I don't know if I knew that.
Well, now you know it. Now you know it. Yeah, mucha gente le tiene miedo because you could, if you get really close to the island, it's like the island of the apes.
Oh, scary.
Yeah. Well, they tell you that. Are you going to go and check it out?
If you come with me?
No, that means no. Because I'm not getting anywhere near a monkey island. So where is Aruba?
Okay, so Aruba is in the Caribbean.
Right.
It is south of like the DR and south of Puerto Rico and north of Venezuela. So it's close to South America. And so is Curacao. Maybe that's why you thought Curacao was like part of Venezuela.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so my ignorance was based on something.
Or maybe you were confusing it with Caracas.
That may be correct. Caracas and Curacao to me is like the same thing. Are you sure they're not next to each other?
They're very close.
Sure,
they
you can't
close.
just take a bus from Caracas to Curacao?
No, you can't take a bus.
You could take a bus on a boat, maybe.
You could take a bus.
Es cerquita.
Closer to it, then you have to take the.
See, so even though it's Caribbean, para mí, that's more like South America.
Yeah, you're right.
See, the thing is that Puerto Ricans are such that we feel that the Caribbean is comprised of Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic.
It's all about us.
That's it. That's it. Y cuidado. Right? That's it. So when you tell us that there's an island in the Caribbean that is not one of those three, we're like, de verdad, really? Did that just surface? Did that just come from under the water? Did that just rise? And that just, what was that? When was that formed? A couple of years ago? ¿Qué pasó? Excellent. So we were able to learn a lot about geography while watching the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Isn't that
great?
We
were educated.
¿Viste? Because we did not know. And we'll probably forget a week from now about the Netherlands.
And which islands comprise it.
And how there's a Caribbean Netherlands and there's
the Dutch Caribbean.
I already
Dutch
messed that
Caribbean,
up.
yes.
Yeah. There's the Dutch of the North and the Dutch of the South. So I had said during the tournament, it was actually when Puerto Rico played the Dominican Republic, that if we won the whole thing, I was going to dye my hair blonde because that's what Team Puerto Rico did to build solidarity.
Team Rubio.
They all dyed their hair blonde, some better than others. Okay, I was able to really understand how difficult dyeing your hair can be because algunos salieron blanco, algunos salieron rubio, algunos salieron rojo.
Some look like the color of achote.
Achote.
You didn't want that color.
Team Sofrito. So it was not definitely a thing that I was, going to take for granted. So because I had my appointment y todo con el stylist. I had a little salon appointment because I wanted somebody to do it right. But I was ready. I was going to go through with it. Y bueno, me salvé, I think.
I know, no blonde. I was kind of interested to see how you would look as a blonde.
But I was born a blonde.
You were, yeah. Your baby pictures, you're blonde.
Blonde. Pero that's one thing. That's cute.
Now?
When you over 40 and you dye your hair,
Se te ven todas las arrugas y todo. Can you imagine that?
What?
Like when you're blonde, because you're all white.
You
can see all your wrinkles in your face.
Wait, what wrinkles? I got wrinkles?
Yes, darling, you have wrinkles. But I still love you.
You were worried that my wrinkles would come out more?
No, somebody mentioned it to me during the week. And then it made me think more about it. And I was like, oh, look at that. Interesting.
I was worried that it might come out like achote. And you were worried that my wrinkles would come out?
I just wanted you to continue
to look good
handsome.
For you.
Yes.
That's what... You were just worried that I wouldn't look good next to you.
Because I have to walk next to you, exactly.
Right. And you weren't worried about the color of the dye or the dye job. You were worried about my arruga.
I was worried about everything.
So a lot of people were definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, they thought you were going to do it.
Before.
No.
You see, I'm a pessimist. You know what I mean? Like, I expect to lose. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to get pintarme el pelo, que pierdan. And then I have this reminder every time I look at the mirror of how we came up short.
That would have been you today.
You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, perdimos, let's get on with it. Pero I can't because I gotta remember every time I look in the mirror que perdimos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the hundreds of Puerto Rican men that now have blonde hair.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you that you did that. I admire that. I really do. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Y ahora qué? Because, last week, if somebody asked you, pero ¿por qué te pintaste el pelo? Team Rubio, papi. Wow. Right? Definitivamente, I'm all for it, right? You know what? I commend you. Pero ahora, si alguien te pregunta, mira, why'd you dye your hair? No, es que había un juego, un torneo, y bueno, y perdimos.
Pues tú sabes, Team Puerto Rico, Team Rubio.
Yeah, but they lost.
Oh.
Sí, pero el pelo todavía.
It's going to take several months to grow out.
Got a couple of more weeks, Maybe if I wash it 3 times a day, it can last. The box says que dura 28 washes. So I'm going to start washing my hair 10 times a day. Pero that's tough, right? So I said, you know what, si ganan, I'll probably wear it. And I know I've gotten criticized for that. Pero ya pa' qué, if you're a fan. Listen, I'm a fan. Pero I take these losses personally.
Right.
And it's a lot harder to move on when you got, el pelo todo pintado.
Blonde hair. Constant reminder in the mirror.
Constant reminder, right? So I'm like, no, Bobby, I can't. I'll gladly wear it if we win, pero if we lose, I just want to move on. I want to forget.
Yeah.
I want to just, ¿qué pasó? Was there a game? Anoche, no había juego anoche. I don't know. I remember when we win. When we lose, I know we won it. We beat the Netherlands.
Yes.
Excuse me. We beat Curaçao. And we beat the Dominican Republic.
And we did beat the U.S.
Yes, we did.
So que no digan nada.
I know, but we can't really say anything about that either because if we say that, they go, yeah, but we beat you when it counted.
But they beat us with a Puerto Rican pitcher.
Ain't that something?
Thank you.
Marcus Stroman, the guy who threw 6 no-hit innings, pitched incredibly. The irony is that he's Puerto Rican.
His mom is Puerto Rican.
His mom is Puerto Rican.
I hope his mom gives him a cocotazo.
Why?
Because he didn't win gracefully.
No, he did not. Parece que our way of playing was proven to be genetically in him. Because he couldn't help himself and he wanted to talk a little trash.
He got emotional.
Which, if we dish it, we got to take it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I wanted a fight, pero that's okay. That's okay. I did a couple of push-ups and I got it all out of me. Pero ain't that something?
Yeah.
Que their winning pitcher was Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And para que tú veas.
Thank you.
Que
Team Puerto Rico.
Team Puerto Rico. We win even when we lose.
That's right.
And that's el podcast, the Eli Castro Show. I am Eli Castro.
I'm Emeline Ramos.
Reminding you to
laugh.
There you go. Because life is so much better when you're laughing. For more information on my shows, go to elicastro.com, Instagram, Elizardi, on Facebook, @Eli Castro Live.
Que viva Puerto Rico.
Yo soy